a cream egg chocolate bar. Now, I know that this kind of already exists. However, I wanted to make one with the full cream eggs inside. So I took an Easter egg and started melting it down in the pot. And as I was melting it, I realised that I probably needed some more chocolate. So I ended up grabbing a few Easter bunnies and adding that to the mix as well, letting that all melt down. Then I got to prepping my cream eggs for the centre. I knew that I needed to prep these ahead of time because I didn't want the chocolate in the mould to set by the time that I got these cut open. It did take a fair amount of time, but I just split them in half, ready to go into the melted chocolate into the mould. So I put a layer down first because I wanted the details of all of the little squares to be in this chocolate bar, and I didn't want the cream eggs to show through the front. I wanted it to just be the plain chocolate on the top. So then I spread this out, making sure to get it in all of the different cracks again, so you can see the design of the mold when I demold this. And I made sure to give it a good tap as well, just to get rid of any air bubbles, because you don't want those shining through and creating a weird texture in the chocolate. Then it was time to lay down the cream eggs. At first I laid them with the filling side up, which I'm not really sure why, because I didn't want to layer chocolate over the top of this and then it all mixed together. So I ended up turning them around, and I'm really happy that I did this. And I also think it created quite a cool texture on the top because it gave it this sort of lump effect from the curves of the cream eggs. I ended up having to cut a few more than I originally prepared, but it ended up being fine. The chocolate didn't set too much, and I think this is already looking pretty good, but I did need to seal in all of the cream eggs so that they don't move around and they've got a nice layer of chocolate over the top. Again, I just think the pattern and the texture that the cream eggs gave this was quite interesting, like the sort of bumpy effect. I think once it's set, it will look really, really cool. So I also made sure to give it another tap because I wanted the chocolate to settle around the cream eggs. Some of them were melting at this point. It was a really, really hot day. And this one in the centre, don't ask me. I have no idea why I didn't change that to one that wasn't melted. It really looked awful. And also, why am I not got the chocolate on a tray before I put it in the fridge? I think I've just messed up the design, but come back and see if this actually works.